Alright, so now that we've taken out that monster, now that we head back down here, we've noticed that the water from where he was spitting is now a little bit lowered, which means we can now access another portion of the town. And if you haven't guessed by now, that's going to be the main gimmick of this town, is that we're going to go through the dungeon, kill the water beast things, and we're going to slowly but surely gather back parts of the town. And so you'll notice that a lot of the villagers will move down, and some of them will have different dialogues as well. And I think you're missing the point here. I'm basically saving your town, like, single-handedly. A little bit of tanks would be nice, at least. Once you do this, you have access to the item shop, which, if I recall, doesn't really have anything new. Yeah, it's got all the basic stuff, and if we go to artifacts, that water life we sold earlier on in the game's still there. So yeah, nothing really new. Although I might consider getting sacred feathers because... Actually, I might also consider getting a couple of nuts, too. Nuts to you, sir. Let's go ahead and get... 7 should be alright, because we're actually getting to the point now where random encounters give a lot more coins. And you have 10, but I'm actually going to max you out to 20. And gosh dang it, I got a gaming ticket. I don't want it. Alright. So actually, I'm going to do a little bit of this. I'm actually going to give... Oh, I bought 30. I didn't want to max out that many. Oh well. 30 is going to be handy, because I'll probably use that later on. Let's see. I can give that... I'll go ahead and give the unicorn ring to Sarah, who has... Oh, you still have a sword I don't even need. You can just sell that. Inventory management is really important in this game, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can't sell... You also can't sell the items that give you synergy. You can sell the potion, though, which is kind of weird, but there's no reason to. Because I think it's just the empty bottle, which I have a second one of, which means I can go get that potion thing, but, you know. I might do that at some point. You can also sell lucky medals, too, for 75 coins, but don't do that. Those will come in handy later. Alright, I think that should be good for now. We probably won't be getting that much stuff. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and head into here. Alright, and here's the next major part of Altin Peak. Now, you're gonna see a lot of side areas you think you can go to, but as you can see here, this area is flooded. So really, there's no major reason to go there. And so we're gonna just make our way and follow this. Encounter slime beasts. Maybe I should have healed, but actually I think I'll be alright. Oh my gosh, all the crits and such going off. And someone is level 15, I skipped by it too fast. Oh well. That's okay. Oh noes! Wow, what's with all the single units we're getting attacked by here? Now, Altin Peak is actually one of the longer dungeons in the game, so this might end up taking a bit. And you're going to notice you have a lot of opportunities to go off the beaten path. I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing on them. Don't do it. They're just dead ends. Like, you just want to follow the main path here and get caught by surprise by enemies. Good. Oh, they're actually going to kill that faster than I thought, aren't they? Nope. Okay, I did the right thing. Oh, she even got off the stun voltage, which did extra damage. Yay! Oh man, I can't wait till we get the weapon shop. There's a new weapon here that's going to be really handy. And I'm going to try to fight as many fights as I can just to get my coin count back up, just because I spent more than I meant to. Alright, so you can go right there, but you'll notice there's a ladder and you can't go down it because, you know, water's in the way and being a nuisance. And there's our target that we need to kill, and oh god, slime beasts and apes, what do we do? Besides, you know, kill them. And like I said, everything in here is weak to Mars, so you want to use as much Mars synergy as you can. And that's what it comes down to. Although I think the apes actually might be the exception, because they're enemies from outside. Or maybe not, I don't know. About to find out. Nope, pretty much every enemy in here is weak to Mars, I remember now. And if you're wondering, I did actually use the wiki. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. I used the wiki to find out a lot of information on this, and if I remember to, and I'm a smart person, I will put a link to the wiki, because the wiki is incredibly handy. Like, it's got a lot of all the information on this game you could ever ask for. It's been an awesome help in doing this Let's Play, and I really do want to give that wiki a lot of props, because some wikis can be really, you know, poorly documented or written, but that wiki has been a really fantastic source of information. Anyway, as you'll notice, there's an arrow here and a lever, and if you flip the switch, you'll notice that the arrow now points to the right. What that basically means is when we use this, the cart will turn in the direction that the arrow, at that intersection where the arrow is pointing. This is going to become, this is the, dang it, I don't want to fight you yet. This is the main gimmick of this dungeon, is that you're going to be doing that a lot. And I don't know how many of these fights I'm planning on keeping in. See, like, Gaia is so useful, I love it. And it does a decent amount of damage, too, when it's not, you know, weak. Its later incarnations are way better, of course. But for now, it does pretty decent damage for what it is. Living statue. Alright, we're gonna do Astral Blast, because Astral Blast still does a lot of damage. If anything, I do recommend giving Eric this class for this area, just because freaking Planet Diver is so handy. Oh, I don't want to use Tundra. There's a chance she could get off stun voltage, which might actually paralyze him, and that would be really helpful. I think these enemies have somewhere around 500 health, but I can't recall. Ooh, Water Blessing. That's his unique, which does piddly damage. Wow. And wait, Ivan's weak to Roy's weak to Mercury? Was that always a thing? Am I wrong about the class thing? Man, this is definitely going to be the second video in this recording session, and I may have just gotten information wrong again. All these things I should have researched prior, but I didn't. Actually, I think now that you're low on HP, we're actually just gonna melee you to death. There we go. You get lots of coins from him. Alright, there we go. The monster has been defeated. Now we're gonna head back. Now, if you go... Now I know what you're probably thinking, and you're gonna want to go back over here, but the thing is that you actually can't quite go this way just yet, because you're gonna get in random encounters against 4 enemies at once, and that's always a fun time. Anyways, as I was saying, you think you'd be able to head over here, but if you actually go over here, there was a ladder over there. Dang it. You have a rock that you can't quite access yet, but it's very clearly clashing with the with the environment, so I'm sure you can figure out that you need to do something with it. But instead, we're going to use Retreat, because we need to go all the way back to the beginning of the dungeon anyway. And I think I'm going to go do some healing and go see if the weapon shop's open, because last time I did this, I just kind of went through the whole thing. No, but the armor shop is. Actually, yes, this is a perfect opportunity. I meant to show this off last video and at the beginning of this video, and I didn't do that. But there is in fact an there is in fact an artifact in the armor shop called the China Dress, which is a robe that only Sarah can equip, and it has the unique ability that when you use it, it drops enemy attack, but she's got the Elven shirt, which is better because it gives an agility boost, and honestly, drops enemy's attack is not going to be useful in the slightest, because you can just class change to get an attack down synergy if you really want that. Anyway, I'm gonna heal and meet you guys back in the cavern, which is not a cavern, it's a mine. Mind your own bit? No, that's dumb. Okay, now we're back in Altin Peak, and we're going to make our way back up here, because now that we've lowered the water, we can make our way down here, which is the next area we need to go. Super handy. And we get into more random encounters, but this time against enemies we haven't fought yet, so, you know. Ooh, we stunned one of them. Good. Perfect. Oh, we stunned him again, even though we already stunned him. We, like, double stunned him. Double stunned. Alright. Now you have 2 different directions you can go here. You can try to go... I can't actually remember where you need to go. Wow. I just did this. I should know this! No, not the tarantulas. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Dang it. You know, I'm getting really lucky with the paralyzes here. That didn't happen last time. They're actually resistant to wind. Oh yeah, okay, I do need to go to the right first. Whoops. There's my mind. Where's my mind? It's apparently there, even though it wasn't there. You are a dirge. Why? Why just one dirge? Jeez, 82 damage from the freaking Vorpal Slash because it's a V. Arg! Get in! It's Jupiter element, not Mercury. Oh man. I don't know why I get those mixed up. It's not that hard to figure out. But for some reason, I didn't actually want to do that yet. But actually, you can take that as a little shortcut if you want to avoid some encounters. If you go to the right first. And then if you get right back in, we'll just go back to the left. It's a lot faster way of traveling anyway. There we go. Awesome. We can make our way through here. Okay. Dang it, game. I stopped for a second to try to explain something, and I can't because you want me to get into encounters again. I know we could cut these out, but these battles are like so short that I almost don't even really want to. And they're a primary part of the game. Why would I take them out? Ooh, level 16 illusionist. You don't get much attack though as an illusionist. This treasure chest. You can fight this treasure chest as a mimic. You know what it drops? It drops a freaking game ticket. And even worse, its experience and gold is not worth it in the slightest. Now, you can fight this if you want to, but be really scary. Be really scary, guys. When you're fighting this, be really scary. That's a good thing. No, be really careful because it's really strong for this point in the game. It has like level 2, I think it has level 2 synergy that you probably don't have unless you're over leveled at this point. Like I think it actually has Mad Blast, and that move hurts. It did like 120 damage to the whole party, notwithstanding Sarah and Roy, who were, well, especially Sarah, who's weak to it. I'm not gonna fight it because it's not worth it. It's a game ticket. You can get as many of those as you want just by buying stuff in the shops. It's not worth it in the slightest. I need to go frost things. Actually, I'm gonna set frost to, yeah, to L. Totally gonna forget that too, watch. So yeah, another mimic. Not worth fighting. I actually find that a lot of times they're really not. Although, some of them are. But, you know, it is what it is, and if you really want the self-imposed challenge, you can do it. But I don't really care for it. I can't remember what it's weak to. I think it's weak to Mars. But over there is another treasure chest, and that's a really handy treasure chest. I can't even get the chance to show... Whoa. Hang on. Did the B button just do that? I want to see something. Did I just learn something new? Something I probably should have known. Should I have known this already? Yeah. Oh my god. Guys, if you hold down the B button when you're in battle instead of mashing the A button and making the clicky noise with your system, I don't actually think the GBA buttons click, but the Wii U buttons might, you can skip through the battle dialogue really fast. What the heck? How did I not know that? That's something I definitely should have known. Anyway, we're gonna set that up first. Because we really want to get to that treasure chest. Like, that's a really important treasure chest. I said that almost angrily. Guys, that treasure chest is really important. What are you doing? That actually hurt my throat a little bit. Awesome. Poison Fang. Don't you dare. Good. I have the means to cure poison. I really don't want to, because we haven't really had any status ailments on us yet. Oh yeah, this one's the one that's default. You don't actually want to pull the lever yet. Pull the lever, Crunk. Wrong lever. I don't know why I quote that scene from that movie so much, but I do. Once we make our way across this physically impossible roller coaster ride, we get the Dragon Shield. I was gonna bring this up, but I didn't actually buy stuff at the shop. You don't want to buy a shield for either Zach or Eric because you're gonna get this shield. This shield resists fire. Now, this would be really useless to put on Eric because Eric naturally resists fire. So I strongly suggest putting it on Zach just because he'll benefit more from the resistance of fire. And I just realized I was slouching in my chair, and I have to move and make the chair squeak. So yeah, I recommend you putting that on Zach. So giving Eric the other shield would probably be more beneficial. Assuming there is another shield and I'm not misremembering the armor store. Which is probably why I should have gone to it first, but I didn't. because I am a smart cookie. I'm apparently now a food. You guys know that? I'm actually a cookie. Like, I'm a talking cookie right now. I am the reincarnation of the gingerbread man. Good. I just called myself the gingerbread man. Oh, man. Alright, good. We're gonna go ahead and go back up here and pull this lever. And get into more random encounters against single enemy targets? That's not wrong. It's probably not right, either. I love the music in the caves, by the way. Like, it's so low-key, but it just does so well to the atmosphere of the caves. And usually when I think of cave music, I actually think of this song. Oh, more of this ambiance, until, like, the random melody kicks in, like, right there. But it's so good. I don't know why. It's just... there's just something about it. And there we go. I didn't even get the chance to fight the thing I wanted to. Game. That's so mean. Could afford to be nice to me. Ha! You're paralyzed. There we go. Alright. Now we're gonna actually fight you, because you were the thing I wanted to fight in the first place, but the game wouldn't let me because it's rude. Actually, let's do a test here. Let's see how much Wind Slash does, because Wind Slash has a higher synergy cost. I'll try to keep tally of numbers, but I won't. Alright, you do 50 damage. That did 110. Jeez. That diver's so good. Alright, so 50 as opposed to Astral Blast, which I just realized Zack is going first. As opposed to 46. The 4 damage difference for the 1 synergy cost, that's actually a really interesting compromise. Huh. Yay, Eric's... Ooh! Eric just got Nova! And Sarah's level 15! I'm happy. Alright, and we lowered the water. So with that, we're actually going to use Retreat again. Because we lowered the water once again, which means we can now get to the bottom part of the town. Which is really handy. Because that means we now have access to another section of the town. Which is the more important part of town. But I think we're going to take this moment to go to the armor shop. And see if I'm wrong, because I probably am. I am apparently wrong. Wonderful. Alright, now. You have an option here. You can buy Chainmail. Chainmail gives you a much better defense increase than the Adept's Clothes. The Adept's Clothes only increase your synergy by 8. So you have to decide whether or not you think that this extra defense is worth the 2,000 coins, as opposed to the Adept's Clothes, which give you more defense. Well, give you more synergy, rather. Because you'll still have access to them here, but you'll also still have access to the Silk Robes, which are still not worth it because the Elven Shirt, which you got earlier. Now you do have access to the Gauntlets, that's what I was thinking of rather than the Shield. The Gauntlets are the things you're going to want to consider replacing, but because they cost 1,600 coins, buying 2 of these will cost you 3,200. But because you get the Dragon Shield is going to be better than the Gauntlets, which is why I don't recommend buying them and instead buying just the Gauntlets. Because now we can sell the Iron Shield for 900, and ultimately we only spent 800 coins. Actually, wait, 700 coins, sorry, math. It's still early in the morning. We only spent 700 coins for a nice defense boost. And honestly, Eric can use the raw defense boost over the Dragon Shield just because of the fact that he has natural Mars resistance. I know I'm pretty much number crunching at that point, but, you know, you really want to eke out your costs as much as you can just because armor and such in this game is expensive comparatively to what it is. And so I find that it's really more important to consider the defense boosts because of the cost of things in this game. But if you really want to, you can just grind a little bit just to get maximum, just to buy all the best armor that you can. If you really want to. Like 4,900 coins should be enough for the thing that I want. And he still got the China dress, so that's worth noting. Anyway, we're gonna go to the weapons store because he doesn't have anything new in terms of basic weapons, and we could well, okay, I lied. He's got the Claymore, which we could probably upgrade. Ooh, we could upgrade Eric's weapon with the Claymore. But we're not gonna replace the Elven Rapier just because, 1, that's a lot of coins, and 2, there's a more important thing I want to get here. Because we have access to the Synergy Rod. Holy crap, the Synergy Rod. Oh. So the Claymore gave you a really nice attack boost for those two, but look at this. Boom, look at that attack increase. Holy crap. Like, this is a major increase in attack. In fact, I'm going to give this to Sarah just because Sarah's not going to be able to do a lot of attacking. Or, well, okay, I lied. She's going to be doing a lot of attacking in this area just because of the fact that I'm really not going to have much use for her synergy since everything here is going to resist it. Oh man, this is a really good weapon. Now, I think I can actually... Now, if you really want to, if you want to make Roy more of an attacker, you can give him the light blades, but you can't give him long swords. So this Claymore's probably actually worth buying for Eric, but I apparently failed to notice it. So it's up to you, because the broadaxe is still technically better than the broadsword. I guess I just never bothered to buy it just because I end up using synergy a lot. But do keep this in mind. Increasing your attack does not increase the amount of damage you do with your synergy. So you don't really need this. This is more of a thing that you can grind for if you want it, more than anything. So it's up to you. Personally, 4,000 coins is a lot to drop on a weapon, especially still now, because while you are getting more coins, early on in the game when you have access to the Claymore, it's a really big thing. And it's up to you, ultimately. Alright, so now that we've lowered this bottom part, I think, if I remember right, one of these houses has something. I think it was more just funny dialogue that I'm thinking of. I think it's actually this house. Nope. Yeah, there's a nut in this. But if you actually talk to this girl, I'd give him such a smack. I'm just kidding. I'm opposed to all this violence. But if you actually... If you press the right button, first of all. No! Stop! I have to map this to show it off. But if you actually mind read her. One blow's not enough! Jab, jab, hook! Then comes the uppercut! I think I changed your voice mid-voice! I can't voice, there's a girl. Okay, I should probably stop talking now. Okay, let's go ahead and use Frost. Let's put Frost back. Before someone really hurts me in the comments section. Okay, let's go through here, because we're in the second part of Altin Peak. And we're actually doing okay with synergy, so I shouldn't need to heal anything. Alright, so we got a boulder and an arrow. We're going to want to take the right path and get more... Actually, I think after this, I know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to... We can show off Nova, though. We can show off Nova. I repeat. Actually, we can actually change who our primary target is, because this is a 5-enemy targeting attack. And I'm going to have you attack this bone fighter, because you're the only one that... He should be the only one that shouldn't be getting attacked. Oh, the tarantulas resist Venus. What jerks. And they resist that too. Jeez. It's resisting everything. Nova's really just a nicer looking attack, but still. It's really good, and I love it. There we go. 218 experience, not bad. Not bad in the slightest.